I have 3 Cub Cadet 3000 series mowers. The 3165 has been slowly during the season taking longer for the vacuum actuator to engage the blades. Based on the past 16 years' experience with these mowers, the first thing I did was to change belts on the mower, but did not speed up engage of blades. I could watch as the vacuum slowly pulled down and eventually kicked on the blades. Next, I replaced the vacuum actuator. No better. Exchanged parts from others until troubleshooting all components with no results. My next trial was to pull 2 mowers close and remove the vacuum line from the good mower at the actuator. On the bad mower, I unhooked the vacuum line from top of the engine. I attached about 3 feet line to the vacuum check valve in place of the 10 line on bad mower. Then turned on blade switch on both cubs and held the line ends together with my hands. The vacuum from the good mower immediately caused the blades to engage on bad mower. So basically I supplied vacuum to the bad system and all components worked like normal. Conclusion is that the mower is not producing enough vacuum to operate the cub blade system, but with external vacuum source it worked. And the mower runs fine, so the fuel pump is getting vacuum source okay. Any ideas why vac is not working for blade system?
What is source for the vacuum on the bad mower? It isn't the fuel pump, as the line to the fuel pump is pulse line from the crankcase. The vacuum has to be from the intake manifold. Is the fitting on the manifold open and allowing vacuum to get to the actuator? Am I seeing this wrong?
No, you are correct. The vacuum source for the actuator is a small port on top of the engine seen by lifting up the air cleaner assembly. It is just a little port big enough for 3/16 tubing to fit, then runs to vac check valve, then to the vac switch, then to the actuator. It produces a weak vac and not enough to suck down the bladder in the actuator and engage the blades via hook connection to idle pulley. I guess my question boils down to what makes that vac and what would cause it to be so weak. As said before, it was a gradual decline over the season. I would activate the switch and then watch as it slowly pulled down to kick on blades. Now it can only pull down enough to make slow turn of the blades. When I ran the tube from other mower, it activated as normal, so I need to find out why vac is so weak and how to fix it. Attached picture of actuator on Cub Cadet. All Cub components work with new source of vac. It is the Briggs engine not producing strong vac.
Is the fitting open to the inner manifold or is it plugged with buildup? Check valve is good? Vacuum is created by the movement of air through the intake manifold. How well does the engine run? Vacuum can be directly affected by a plugged exhaust manifold. Not seen often on a small engine, but common on autos with catalyst converter. Take a vacuum gauge and test the vacuum at the port. It should be steady at idle, close to 25 inches, and when you rev up engine, it should drop, but recover as you hold throttle in fixed position. If vacuum does not recover, the exhaust is plugged. Vacuum can also be affected by the intake gaskets leaking.
I checked everything. The engine runs fine. This has been happening all season, with only last week where blades not engaging because weak vacuum not pulling down actuator. Ran vac from other cub again today and worked fine with vac from the other cub. I am at a lose. Why is it not producing vac?
Did you see my earlier response? Did you check vacuum with meter? Did you get to check the engine vacuum?
I did not have access to vac meter, but does not take one to know not producing vac. I discovered a pushrod was off when I removed the valve cover. Put it back thinking only one seal working properly but still no vac. Amazing, I could not tell one seal not working properly. Just a little change in sound. Still at a loss what to do next. Man who installed new engine in 2014, model 305-447, out of business.
Has to be plugged fitting or plugged exhaust.
I have gone beyond the question dollar amount but wanted you to know the ongoing saga. Today I thought I would put the push rod back on and set the gap on rocker. All went well but still no vac. Then I checked the plugs. One was not nearly as hot as the other. I actually left it out to see, or feel, compression. Engine started right up on one seal. I know they will run on one, but now the reason for no vac is the vac outlet is on the seal not working. Read about 2 coils, but finding and checking them is beyond my level of backyard mechanic. I am taking the closest Briggs dealer/service center. Engine not 3 years old yet, so we'll see how good the Briggs 3 years warranty. Thanks for your help.
Thank you. There may be no compression on the dead cylinder, or a bad diode wire between the 2 coils. Let's see what the service dealer comes up with.
It had a stuck valve. Dealer had it back to me next day. Carbon buildup.
Thanks for the update.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.